Hi, this is my Appit portal. This shows me everything that is important to me. I've got a list of all my tasks, so all the things I need to do. I have a list of all my Appit apps, so things I can be involved with. And I have my reporting. So I can see from my expense claims here, how many have been approved and who's approved them, and how many have gone for rework and how many are currently processing. If I clicked on who's approved them, I can then see who's approved them, and I can see that Net here has done most of the work, and that Moises here has hardly done any. But I'm also head of finance, and this shows me some really important information. This shows me who not only is approving them, but also who hasn't been approving them, so I can be aware of any bottlenecks that are going to come up later on, and I can assign resources in my department to make sure that we can go and handle the workload that's going to come. So that's really handy. It also gives me a complete audit trail as well. So if someone asks me what happened in purchase order 432, I can then go and have a look, and I can see a complete audit trail of everything that has happened within that. So everything is recorded. Everything from who was involved, what action they took, how long they took, when they were assigned the task, and when they completed it. And it's all recorded for us. So let's go and raise an expense claim. This is my expense claim form. It's a smart form, so it knows who I am already. And again, if I was doing this on someone else's behalf, I can click on this control here and do a search for someone. And I'm going to add in, so I'm just going to add some information. So I went to Birmingham, I went to a roadshow, and just put some details. So purchase order and expense claim for hotel travel. And now I can add some items. So I've got a drop down list of categories. It can easily be updated. I can then put in who the accommodation is for, so it's for Hilton. And on Wednesday, hotel room. And it cost £200, and it was in British pounds. And you can see now it's now worked out the euro currency for me because I get paid in US dollars. And it also saves me having to go and search manually for the correct currency code. It does it all for me based on the day and how much I put in and the currency. And then I can add in a receipt. And then we could add another item, and I'm just going to have a hotel, so it has some FX, we flew to Birmingham, and we went by helicopter. And that's a really cheap helicopter of £50. I added a receipt for that, and you can see it's doing a totaling up there for me as well, which is brilliant, so I don't have to even do that for me, and you'll see it up here as well. Once I'm happy with that, I can click on submit. Oh look, you can see now as well, because the approver is a required field, it's then flagged some validation for me. So now I can do a search for someone to approve it. And because it's me and I'm head of finance, I'm also going to approve my own order. And now click on submit. The confirmation is all okay, so yep. And that's something going to go off. It's going to save our information back, and it's then going to start off a workflow for us, which is absolutely awesome. So we go back into our desktop, and we've got our dashboard. You can see now I've got my expense claim here already. I've also been sent an email saying, hey Tom, you've got an expense to do. Click on this link and approve it. You can see here comes the email there, coming into Outlook. And if I wanted to, I can just reply back to the email and say approve if I wanted to, or reject. From my task list as well, it's a centralized task list. So it doesn't matter where I am in Office 365 or SharePoint 2013, or even on my mobile phone, I will get all my tasks, even if they originated on other platforms. I've then got the ability as well to quickly approve it from here, or for the ability to make this task disappear for a certain amount of time, or I could redirect this task to somebody else in my team if I wanted to, and now have complete ownership of that task. Or I can redirect this task to someone else and share it. So it could be that I'm way too busy doing some work, I can share it to one of my colleagues for them to do the task, and if they approve it, it then disappears from my list. Or it could be that I do it anyway and I approve it, it would then disappear from their list. Okay. And I've also got my ViewFlow. And all this again is all centralized. Doesn't matter if I'm on my iPhone or my Android phone or a Windows phone, I can view all this information there. I've got a real-time view of my workflow, so I can see exactly where we are. The green is where we are, we've been at the moment, and the blue is currently where we are at the moment. Now this is really handy for two reasons. One, as an approver, it shows me what would happen if I approve it, reject it, or query it. But if I wasn't an approver and I was just chasing up to see where's my expense claim, I could go and look at my list of expense claims. I can go into this ViewFlow, I can click on here, and I can see, oh yes, it's with Tom at the moment. He got it then, and then I can then chase up Tom and say, well, haven't you approved my expense claim yet? That's really brilliant. Also, for every expense claim, I can see individual audit log. I can see how long activities have been running. And again, as we move along through the workflow, I can see these will be added to different activities. So let's go and open up this task. So here's my task list. Here's my task. Unlike a SharePoint task, I have all the information that's relevant to this task in front of me, so I don't have to go and search for this information. I have all the information about who requested it and who is approving it. I have all the key details, I have all the key information from the items. And then I have the ability down here to approve it if I wanted to, or reject it, and add in some comments. And then I can submit it. And that's done. And if we just watch this, just speed it up because I'm being a bit lazy. This is going to update itself, and you can see here that it's doing that approving. And what's also doing as well, it's doing all of those manual tasks as well for me as well. So you can see it's updating the status of my expense claim, and it's going to send out an email, and then it's going to send it to finance for it to be processed, which then, as part of the process itself, will automatically do the paying me as well through backs as well. And you can see the red lines here. It's really haven't gone down. You can see there. It's just moved across. It's nice for finance. Okay.